welcome to Crafting by the Falls. My name is Natalie. Thank you for coming and spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. So I've been wanting to film for the last 2 hours, but Mother Nature has been playing some games, and I just got an alert on the phone that we have a special weather advisory. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that Mother Nature will behave long enough for me to record this video. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring out the map. We have some more locations we need to add, and then we will move on to the review. So here is the map. And we have 2 places we need to add today. And the first one we're going to be adding is Alberta, Canada. So I'm just going to put the pin right here. And our next location is the UK. So I'm going to put the pin just over here because we had quite a few from the UK. But I want to say welcome. And if this is your first time watching and you're wondering what this is about, this is my Crafting by the Falls map. And I've asked if you want to be added to the map, let me know in the comment box down below. And I would love to add a pin for you. It's just so great to see where everybody is from. So I'm going to pause and we will move on to the review. So I have a 4-pack here today. I'm only going to be reviewing the 2. So these 2 I will save for next week, and we will be starting with these kits. So of course it is a set, and I like to get the sets only because you may only like one, but you can at least see the whole set for yourself to know if it's a set you would like to buy. And one of the things about these budget-friendly companies is what I like is you can buy them in some of the stores as a set, and they are much cheaper. But I think you already know that, right? We all like to hit that buy button. So I'm going to set this one aside, and we're going to start with this. Now, I got this set because some of the women on the Facebook group, Crafting by the Falls with Natalie, have been stitching these up. And the more and more I see it, I'm like, I have to have this set. So I've had it for a while, but just haven't had time to review it. So, of course, there's our bag. And always on the back is your instructions if it is your first time. Some girls have mentioned that they are just getting into stamped cross stitch. So if you ever have any questions, come on over to the Facebook group. A lot of the girls will help you out. I will too, but a lot of the times the girls are on the Facebook group before me. So, okay. So are you ready? Yeah. This is the one we're going to stitch. We're going to review. Oh boy, this is going to be a good review. This is called The Autumn Outside the Window, and it is 22 by 20 centimeters, and it is a 14 count. This is one of the kits that I seen stitched up, and I kind of joked and said, you know, I would be craving apple pie stitching up this kit the whole time. It looks delicious. So there's the cover page. So this one's very simple. On the back side is the chart, and on this side is the color code index. And there is a better picture. It is 96 stitches wide by 82 stitches high. So this has a total of 46 colors. We're going to have 3 half stitches and 4 back stitch colors. So I think that the back stitch will be quite straightforward. You can see a lot of the straight lines in the siding, the windows, just around the pie. So I think if you want to do back stitching, I think this is a great one to practice back stitching, because I know a lot of girls don't like to do it, but I don't mind. So there we go. So here's our canvas, and as you can see, I'll bring the paper over. It isn't that large, so I really don't think it would take a long time to do. It is a full coverage, but I will bring this up and I'll bring it closer so you can see. But a lot of these stitches in here and in here, that looks like the half stitches, and then the rest is full. But as always, you can see how well this is printed. And I will say these symbols down below are a little bit smaller, but again, there's a lot of color blocking, so I really don't think you would have to refer back to the chart a lot. So there's that, and let's take a look. It is my favorite floss cards, yay! And there's 2 of them, so I'm just going to take them apart, and let's take a look at these colors. I love the 321 red. It's really nice. A lot of browns. So there's that one. And here's our second card. And look at those blues. There's that. So that is actually, just looking at this, we do not have 310 black at all. We have the 3371, which is the dark brown, which is really nice. That is nice to work on. So, of course, this being autumn, I will have to say that a lot of these colors are beautiful autumn colors. So, there is that one. So, I'll bring out the next one. Are you ready for kit number 2? Here it is. And you probably know already what it is, because I'm pretty much like a book. I do things in order. So, after autumn, we're going to have winter. So, this is it. The winter outside the window. And I have to say, I like these sets of seasons. They're really cute. This is a 14 count, and this one too measures 22 by 20. So take a look at that picture, and once again on the house you will see that there will be back stitch. It's a lot of straightforward back stitch by the looks of it. even going around these, you're not cutting across half. So I think it's pretty straightforward. So we'll set that one here. Again, this one, it is double-sided. On the back side is the chart, and on this side we have our colors, and it is 96 stitches wide by 82 high, and this one has 37 colors, 4 half stitch. Ooh, we have a French knot, and we have 2, 4, 5 back stitch colors. So you can see right here, that's where our French knots are going to be. The eye of the snowman and his little buttons. But if you don't like doing the French knots, you know, you can always use seed beads instead. So, and you have to give them an eye and buttons. So you got to either do French knots or beads. So there is that. So here is our kit, our canvas, I should say. Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't be recording today. So there's the size of the paper. And again, this one is going to be full coverage. We just don't have anything in this area. But, you know, one of the things, and I've never done this before, so I may try it out on doing up one of these kits. When it comes to framing, sometimes you just don't know, you know, how you're going to do a border. And I think before I would wash this canvas, I think I would just run a line along here and wash it. Then that way the ink's out, but it gives you kind of an even border so that if you're going to frame this or you need to get a border for it, it's already kind of measured. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? But let me know. So you can see in here, that's going to be a lot of half stitch. And all in here, it's pretty well the outside that we're going to have the half stitch. And then all the rest of that are going to be full stitch. But you can see that there is going to be a lot of color blocking. And I'll bring it up. But you definitely can make out the stitches of the symbols, or the symbols for the stitches. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so there we go with that. And once again, we have 2 floss cards. And we'll start here. So, again, a lot of browns. Got some nice blues and pinks. And then on this one, we got some more blues. We got $37.99 and $33.71. And do we have 310? No 310. Amazing. And there's our 2 standard needles. So I'm gonna roll this up. And that is that. So I'm going to pause and I'll bring out both kits. There are the 2 kits that I reviewed today. If you like this, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It just lets me know you're enjoying the content that I'm bringing to you. And come next week, I will do the other 2 to this set. The other question I have for you, because I was going through some of my craft stuff, and I came across these 2 kits, and I'll show you them. I have this, and I have this spring brand. They're both, I think this one, oh no, this one is 11 count. And this one is 14 count. But since we're in autumn and they're so beautiful, would you like me to review these next week? I have done them before as a review, but I have a lot of new people on the channel. So if this is something you would like me to review next week along with the other two, let me know in the comments down below. And if enough people want that, I will also do that review next week. It'll be a bonus. So, as I mentioned, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to come over and join the Facebook group, it is Crafting by the Falls with Natalie. I would love to see you over there. I got a couple new people that have come over, and it's great. We are growing, and it's really a nice community. So I'm going to pause the camera because I am going to do another little whoop and chat. So I will pause and I'll see you in a second. So this is what I have completed so far. I haven't worked on this a lot this week, as you can see, but I did do half of the back stitch up here because as I'm getting this done, I'll start rolling this up so then, you know, I can start working on here. I was going to do the back stitch on camera, but I was like, oh, those two reviews, I had a couple little fumbles there, so I thought today I can't do two things at once. I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time, so I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm going to do some stitches. And yeah, I got all the little leaves done in here, which are so cute. And I haven't gotten to my cow. He's gonna get finished soon, but I'm gonna start working on these right here, and we'll see how much I can get done or what we will get done. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna try, maybe I'll zoom up there, hopefully. Okay, let's stay right there. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, today is Sunday, and I will be posting this video for Friday, only because when I come home from work, it's getting late, and I don't, it's too late to video, and by the end of the day, I really don't feel like talking too much. So I try to pre-record on the weekend so that everything's up and ready for you for Friday. So right now, as I said, we got an alert on the phone. We have a special weather advisory, and it was beautiful. I was sitting out back on my patio this morning having my coffee, and it was nice t-shirt weather. But we're going to get a lot of rain and high winds, and after that's done, we're going to have a beautiful cold front, and our temperatures are going to be dropping, and it's going to be like that the rest of the week. So it is what it is. It is fall, right? So I kind of grounded myself this weekend. I haven't gone out. I have been up in my craft room all day yesterday and again today because, well, like I say, this is going to be posted on Friday. So Saturday, I have a craft show that I'm going to. I don't do craft shows often. I do 2, maybe 3 a year. There's one I like to do in July, and it's in a small community where they close off the streets and there's lots of vendors. And then at the end of the street, I used to go there for the car show, but now I started going in as a vendor. So a lot of my friends from the car show come down and visit me, and yeah. So so I do that one in July, and then I do this one in the fall. And this one, it's really nice. A lot of vendors are there. Nice country feel to this craft show. And I was there last year and I did well. So I will say, if I'm not here next week, it's probably because my daughter's done something to me. I've asked her to come out and help me set up the gazebo. And this is the first time she's come out to help me. And like I say, I've been organizing for my craft show, and I got the bins at the front door. And when my daughter sees how much stuff I have, yeah, she's not going to be impressed. But anyways, isn't it kind of funny how roles reverse? We're scared of our children when before our children were scared of us. But yeah, so I got that next weekend. I'm looking forward to that. It's all day. I'll probably leave the house at about 6 in the morning, and the show starts, we have to be set up by 9. So where I'm going is about 45 minutes away from here. So by the time I get there, get the stuff out of the car, and then, you know, set up the gazebo, the tables and everything, I'll be good to go by 9 o'clock. And then the show goes on till 4 o'clock, and we are not allowed to take our tables down till 4. And so it's going to be a long day. But I will, on the next video, hopefully tell you how the craft show goes. Maybe I'll have some photos for you of my craft table. In the beginning, just in case you don't know, in the beginning when I first started my YouTube channel, I would rotate. I was posting twice a week, 1 diamond painting and 1 cross stitch. But it seemed, you know, I was trying to give the channel some time to see what most people were interested in, and it seemed like it was more cross stitch. So I've kind of stuck with the cross stitch. So I have a lot of diamond painting stuff. So I'm hoping to sell that, so then I can have more money to buy some more cross stitch. See, there's always a method to the madness. So, and I have to say thank you so much last week. I know I asked a lot of questions, and I got some answers, and it was really nice. And I have a knot. It was great hearing what people had to say, and I thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. It just helps me out because, you know, sometimes I only think one way, and it's nice to have other ideas from other people. And with saying I'm going to be 2 years on YouTube, as of today, I'm at 996 subscribers. So we only have 4 more to go to hit 1,000. So with that being said, I want to do a giveaway. So we'll see next week if I hit the mark, and I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to give away. Obviously cross stitch, but what kits. So I'm excited about that. And I have to say, when I first started, I did go on camera, but what you don't know is it probably took me a good hour or two to get enough nerve up to sit in front of the camera. Talk about anxiety. It was, yeah, I struggled. And so I have gone off camera. Maybe one day I will come back on because I have to say thank you. You have all made me feel more confident, and I'm not so anxious of speaking on the camera. So maybe one day I will go on camera so you can see me, but I have to chuckle because it's happened to me several times where, you know, you've listened to someone for so long and then you finally see them and then you're like, that voice doesn't match who I imagined. So sometimes that can wreck it too, because your imagination of somebody and when you finally see what they look like are two different things. It's kind of funny, but anyways, I know I'm just rambling here. I don't know if I'm going to make sense or not, but isn't that a pretty? That's a nice, nice orange. Really nice. So what else? What else could I talk about? My dog's laying over on the bed. She has separation anxiety. She is a COVID dog. She was born in January, and I got her in March. And guess what happened in March, right? We had shut down. So she was used to me staying at home for some time. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm just finishing off here, so we can start the next one. So yeah, she was a COVID dog. And man, you don't realize what that did, because I didn't socialize her. And it doesn't help that she's a Chihuahua. So she's getting better. I try to get her out, but she still has little dog syndrome and likes to bark at anything bigger than her. But hopefully one day, I used to cut her toenails, but now she's fighting me. So last month was the first time I brought her into the groomers. And oh boy, you talk about drama queen. I felt horrible just bringing her in as it was, because I'm overprotective of her too. So the girl takes her into the back room, and then all of a sudden I just hear her crying, and I just had my hands over my mouth going, oh my God. And so she finally settled down, but then they had another dog in the back, and she started barking. And the girl's like, okay, that's enough. Tina stopped barking. Now there's no reason for you to be barking. And so then Tina comes out. She's got all her nails cut. Beauty. It ended up she started yelping because the girl had her up on the table and she had her locked up, and she turned around because she forgot the nail clippers. She just turned around to go get the nail clippers, but Tina realized she was all by herself, and that's what all the yelping was about. Oh boy. So I hope next time she'll be better. But gotta love our animals. And Tina is a little stinker. I have a cat also, and I nicknamed them Tom and Jerry because Tina, the 7-pound Chihuahua, chases after my cat, who's like 15 pounds, and Tina will pounce on her, and she's just a bully. And the cat, she's so mellow, she just lays there, she takes it. They're crazy, but entertaining. So what are you working on? Are you cross-stitching? And if you are, what are you stitching? I've kind of enjoyed doing this seasonal stitch. Before I would only stitch one kit at a time and just stitch up whatever I wanted to. But I kind of like stitching up the season as we are in this season, because like now it's fall and look at these colors. I just find it makes you feel so good. And using the Halloween balcony at the beginning of the introduction. Last year I stitched on that, so this year it is out and I'm enjoying it. So I can't wait to get these seasonal ones done up, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to frame them. I think I want to just do one frame and then somehow put up the different seasons into the same frame. So we'll see how that goes. So after I'm done this fall, we will have the winter, and then I'm done this series. Also, I have my fall romantic bike, and once I'm done that fall one, I have the whole series of the bikes. They'll be done. And again, I got to figure out how I'm going to frame them, but I think again it'll be one frame, and how or what frame I'm going to use to frame them. I'll have to figure that out. I got to get a sip of something here. I'm looking out my window and I'm seeing a lot of dark clouds coming this way. So I'm glad that the weather held out long enough for me to do this. Because sometimes when these storms come in, they like to, the rain or the snow pelts this window. So I'm glad it's held off. But yeah, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for making me feel comfortable enough to do this. I'm really enjoying, I love getting comments, and I know sometimes not everybody comments all the time, but when you do pop up and say hello or make a comment, it's always great to see you're still around. My thing is I'd like to meet as many people as possible. When I was young, when most people were out playing with their friends or into their teenagehood, I was at home. And I did a lot of pen paling. And yes, the good old days when we had pen and paper and stamps and envelopes and we mailed letters. And I had, I think I had like 35 pen pals. And a lot in the States, some over in England. I remember I had one person in Jordan. And I just thought it was always neat to learn about other people. Sorry, I'm going to flip this over so I can finish this off. Learn about other people and their cultures. And I think when you're young, you're naive. You don't really know much about the world. And it was always great learning. And then, of course, now with this YouTube channel, as you can see on the map, how many people I've reached, which just blows my mind all the time. But the one thing we have in common is cross stitch. And I think that's great. And if it wasn't for cross stitch, I wouldn't have gotten to know you. Well, I also had to go on YouTube. Oops. Hopefully you didn't catch on to that, but yeah, my camera stopped because my phone was full, my storage. And I have 128 gigabytes of storage. Yes, and I have it full. So that's telling me that I have to start moving some photos over. I'm not good when it comes to technology. And I've always had, from day one, I began with an Apple phone. And I've always stuck with Apple because I found it simple to use. And so then I had iPads, but now I have an Apple laptop because I just find it's so easy. And especially when I started traveling, it was so nice that with Apple, you just do this AirDrop, and from my phone to the iPad or my laptop, you don't need no wires. You just do AirDrop and it's just simple. Anyways, I have, this is how bad, I just got to bite the bullet. I don't like technology and I really don't like being on the computer, but I have to I have to get better at this. I'm still old school. I still like getting my bills in the mail. I'll pay them on the computer, but I want to see the bill in front of me. Don't give me a screen so that I have to scroll. I like physical papers. But anyways, back to the phone. I have pictures on this phone from way back, like 2017, when I went over to Holland, and yeah, my trips to Europe back then. So I got to figure out. My daughter's like, just Google it, Mom. Why don't you be nice and come over and help your mama? No, their answer is just Google it. I wasn't brought up on Google. I'm sure you, actually, I know some older people that know the computer better than I do. And I say, hats off to you. Congratulations, because, you know, it's one of those things. If you like and enjoy it, it's easy. But for other people, it's not so easy, right? Well, I think I've yacked off your ear enough today. And I will say, if I happen to repeat myself, I apologize, because when you're just on camera and you're talking away, you sometimes, there's no script. So you just say what's on your mind. So my daughter has pointed out that I do like to repeat myself. So I guess it's because I don't talk to a lot of people, maybe. I don't know. Is it menopause? Is it old age starting to creep in? Yeah. Anyways, I hope you will come back next week, and we will see where I'm at with stitching this up. I can give you a bit of an update on how my craft show went. Fingers crossed. I hope I'm gonna do well. I've always done okay. I've been happy, but I'm kind of setting the bar high, and I want to do much better this year. I want to double my sales. So we'll see what happens. So, as always, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. And I really mean this. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, well, I had to go back and see what I filmed last to see where it finished off. And it kind of finished off at a good time, but I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. Today, wow. I had to go back and delete a whole bunch of stuff on my phone. So, I hope you got a chuckle out of it. Like I always say, it is what it is, and I don't edit, so I hope you enjoy seeing me on the struggle bus for the video today. Anyways, as I was saying, I truly appreciate you staying to the end with me. It really means a lot. So, until next time, take care. Bye for now.